hard for me, and I like things that I can use in a lot of different ways. And so this, if you're like me, this is the moment for you. You're getting a set of 4 6-inch fairy light lanterns, but the toppers that she's giving you allow you to change it up for the season. So it comes with the 4 removable winter toppers and 4 bonus harvest toppers. But what's nice is when you don't want to celebrate the holiday and it's just, you know, that time of year where you're like, okay, I'm taking all the decorations down, trying to figure out what I want to do. You don't even need to have the topper on, and then that lantern has a beautiful presence on its own. And these fairy lights are just so beautiful and bright. $34.99 is your price to get the set of 4 home. These are just pretty yet practical, and we only have your multi and your cranberry left. So cranberry, more limited, so don't wait. If you like a little variety, you go for that multi, H464934. And again, if you see that clearance sale price, that's when you run for a Valerie Parr Hill set, $34.99. If purchased separately, it would be around $99. So Kathy, I think this is just super smart of Valerie because she wants our house to always look like a home, not just during Christmas. So this allows us to really play with how we decorate throughout the year.
And boy, aren't these easy to decorate. You're going to get these home and have so much fun walking around, deciding where you want to put them. And then you're right, per season, you'll change where they are, but you'll never put them away. And of course, we can always count on Valerie to give us the highest of quality. So these are made of metal. They're not made of plastic. The hanger is not made of plastic. It's made of metal. Even where you're getting to see through is actual glass, again, not plastic. Down at the bottom on the inside, Valerie put a mirror specifically to help those fairy lights to dance around a little bit more. And you'll have your choice with the lights if you want to have them twinkle or steady. Either way, it'll be on the timer function. And then, yes, we're getting 4 of the toppers that are representing Christmas. Look at that adorable buffalo check. Oh my goodness.
So
little
sweet.
berries, little pine cones, a little bit of greenery, and they're just on a wire. So they're very easy to secure onto this lantern, but just as easy to take back off, which is very important, right? You don't want to get frustrated when it's time to take it back off.
Right.
You're just going to untwist that and get it right back off again. So you'll get your 4 with the Christmas, and then you also get the 4 of the harvest. So Valerie's really making sure that you're set. You're seeing the ones we're going to talk about in a couple of minutes, I suppose, with the spring look. But the harvest has more of harvest tones, of course. You've got your oranges, there you go, your burgundies. You have acorns on there and little pip berries. So that's going to represent your harvest choice.
Yes, and I'm glad you pointed that out because for this set, which is so nice, I mean, $34.99, you're getting the 4 harvest and the 4 winter. So you're all set for that and the lanterns. And then in a moment, we'll talk about the other seasons and you're seeing the spring and patriotic. So you really are set all year long for all the holidays. But then when you feel like just making it plain, you just want a beautiful cranberry colored lantern, or maybe in this case, having these multi, you want to put them in different rooms, you can take this off and then you just have this beautiful lantern. I like that round handle that you can carry because you can hang it nicely, and I think it adds more of that like realistic appeal to the lantern to have that really like oversized handle. It's really beautiful.
I like these in a candle garden, as you're seeing there. I like them if you have maybe a faux Christmas tree where you can bend a branch, you could slide this on and then bend the tip of it to make sure to keep it in because, you know, it's got some weight to it. So you want to make sure it can be held in. My favorite is probably, I love to have a basket inside the front door that when people are leaving after visiting, they get to take something home with them. These would be beautiful because in the basket, all these lanterns would be lit up and then everyone carries one home, and how special they feel when they get home and they walk in their front door, they're carrying this. It's already has the lights going, and then they get to take it home with them and think of you.
Oh my gosh, Kathy, I would like to come to your house for the holidays. Ooh, I like that basket of goodies.
Listen,
Right.
you can come if you can cook, because I can't cook. So if you can cook, you're welcome.
I could cook.
Not
I
so
don't
much.
usually cook. My husband does it, but I can cook. So I'll come over and cook up some good Italian sauce for you, and then I'll hopefully leave with a lantern. We'll work for lanterns and Valerie Parr Hill items. But I think that's such a smart idea. You know, it's so nice to think outside of the box when we talk about gift giving, especially hosting. You know, it's always the impulse to like, you know, either give somebody like a bottle of wine and just kind of send them on their merry way. But this is something really special. Even when you're visiting someone, they'll always remember you. And I love, Kathy, we saw that video where these are hung down the staircase, you know, on the Christmas tree. It feels very nostalgic. It reminds me of like a Christmas Carol. Like there's something about a lantern that just like takes you way, way back. It's like old world Christmas. And then having that addition, these toppers, allows you to personalize it and give it that extra something when it's not just Christmas. So you're getting the set of 4 right now with your harvest topper, which is right in my hair. I'm gonna bring it over here so you guys can see. So you get the harvest topper and then this beautiful winter topper. Really gorgeous. This is your multi-set. So you get the black, the green, the white, and the cranberry, or you can do all cranberry. The other options, getting all of the other colors in that single set, all gone. So these are your 2 remaining. Cranberry most limited. If purchased separately, it would be $99.32. You're paying $34.99 for 4, even better, $11 and change on Easy Pay, H464934. All you need, 3 AA batteries. It has an on switch for 6 hours, 18 hours off, so set it and forget it. And the twinkle or steady light is nice, Kathy, because you can customize it to get the feel that you want.
Yeah, and speaking of customizing, you made me think of this. Say you're not into toppers. I think they're adorable. I think they add a nice little touch to it. But if you're not into toppers, no one's saying you have to put the toppers on.
Right.
You could also just have the lantern as is, and then use the toppers like on these pillars that I've been playing with during the show. I could twist one of the toppers onto the pillar. I could certainly use the topper in a different way if I wanted the lantern to just be plain.
I love that. Yeah, I mean, it's so nice to have options. I buy things that I know I can use in a ton of ways, especially when it comes to decorating. And Valerie, she knows that. She knows we want to be thrifty and smart with our money. And this is going to take you, you know, your decor to another level all year long, not just the holidays. So you're getting the set of 4 with those 8 toppers for $34.99. Give us a call, 800-500-7590. And while you're on the line, I'm gonna be honest, you're just gonna want to add these because why not? You already have 2 seasons, just add the other ones on there. The set of